Welcome to Timespinners. Back in February, I played this a little bit when we were doing multiple different games that I haven't played yet, that I bought a while ago. I remember loving this one so much of how well it played, and now I'm finally glad to be able to play it. Okay, so normal difficulty, hard. Revive instantly upon dying, lock some achievements. Let's go for normal. Now this is a Metroidvania style game that I grew to really like because it reminded me a lot of Aria of Sorrow, Castlevania. Planet Windaria, AD. I still remember bits and pieces of it, mostly with the story. But we'll see how it goes from here. Yeah, okay. I think everything is ready. Oh goodness, did I forget anything? Mare. This is so important. I'm sure I've forgotten something. I'm sure it'll be fine, Morella. You don't need to go all this trouble for me. Don't be silly. You've been chosen to be the next to join the Time Messengers. Of course I'm going to go through all this trouble. Everyone is so excited for you. We have to have a little celebration. It's too early. Shouldn't we wait until she goes through the time spin to celebrate? Then she'll be gone for good. I thought I felt it would get suddenly cold. Should have known it was you. I can see it now. A world of our nice, like a dream come true. Hey, don't you ruin this for her. It's an honor. It's okay, Morella. If Jon has something to say, he can say it. Fine, I will. You just got picked because your mom's an elder. I think I got picked because I can do this. Ow. Without your aura powers, you'd be just an angry loser with a short fuse. So I'd be you. You shouldn't provoke him, Looney. He shouldn't provoke me either. Whatever. Hey, I'm sorry about the cake. Don't worry about it. I made an extra just in case I messed the first one up. Guess I was half right. Let's see, don't have any of my bursts yet. I can backdash though, that'll come in handy. Yeah, this gameplay, if you've ever played like Castlevania Aria of Sorrow or Dawn of Sorrow, this is this is right up your alley. This is very similar. Getting to fights on your birthday is my present to myself. You can't let him get to you so easily. I know, Mother. Nice. When we've been training, what we've been training for, it's much bigger than what other time messengers do. There's a lot of responsibility resting on your shoulders for all of Kayla clan. For all of the Kayla clan. Yeah, I know. Feels good to have something though, something bigger. Just doing what everyone else does. It's never felt like enough, you know. Yes. Well, speaking of presents, I have a couple to give you. Come this way. Being a time messenger is a big responsibility. Your mission, however, is much more important. You need to be able to defend yourself against those who will try to stop you. Take these. They've been kept by the Kaelin for many generations. A seemingly ordinary crystal ball, good for bashing foes. When they seem ordinary at first, they have a hidden power of being able to mimic other magical orbs. Try lifting both the orbs with your aura, one for each hand. Oh. How's this? Awesome. Wonderful. You've always been so talented. Can I use this on your end now? Maybe practice on a dummy first. Same thing. You sure showed him. Now for your last present, I commissioned an alchemist to make you this necklace. A very special essence necklace. For a blast of pure aura energy. You know, allow you to concentrate your aura into a powerful spell. Spell necklace. Okay. Oh, is it here? Yeah. What, pressing B? Okay. That was incredible. I'm unstoppable. Nice done. Don't get carried away, though. You'll tire yourself out if you cast too many spells. Yeah, I can see what you mean. I feel a little lightheaded already. Alright, that's the last of your presents. I'll let you get back to your party. Come find me when you're ready for the induction ritual. Hey, thanks for doing all this. These decorations are really something. Yeah, they're really awful. Thanks for pretending to like them, though. I'm really proud of you, Linnaeus. Thanks. I hope that if you go through the gate, we will end up friends again. I'd like that. Hold on a second. Get a drink. Hey, I'm sorry about Yorn. He'll get over it. Jace would have been happy for you. I wish I could have met him. It's a big responsibility, though. I don't envy you. Grohen, Farah and I, and our kids, are also proud of you, Linnaeus. Good luck. What gives, anyway? I know you wanted to be the next Time Messenger, but there's no need to ruin it for everyone else. Whatever. Dad gets to be the next hero, and I should be the one to do it next. But there's you with your special powers and freakish hair. Gods, Yorn, it's not like it's this glamorous thing. You've heard the stories they tell when we welcome into the tribe. They lose everything. Yeah, well, some of us have things we want to lose. Edgy. It'd be a great honor to serve alongside you as a Time Messenger. Should send us both. He'll stop coming for... Ah, you're ready. Let's get started. Amlakium ships? They found us. How'd they find us? Why did no one come back to warn us? We will have to be the warning. Go. What about the others? Soon as Timeline will be no more and they will be safe again. And will never have existed. Marella, we have no choice. Save them, we must sacrifice our relationships with them. That is the way of it. And us? We will go in together. Perhaps the Timespinner will allow us that much. And this time, we will stop the Empire from ever coming here. Like we trained you? This is our clan's only hope, Linnaeus. Come. Those bastards. I'll kill them. We'll stop them in the past, Linnaeus. You can save the Quellans. Stop. Step away from the machine or we shoot. Mother. Quickly, through the portal. Selene. No, the connection. Stop trying to run. Leave us alone. Bastards, I'll kill you. No, Mother. The Timespinner. Destroyed. Everyone dead. Without the Timespinner, I can't save them. I don't even know where I am. And now the game finally begins. Let's see. If we press... Yeah, if we press select, we can get the map. We can get the map. Ah. I'm not in Windaria anymore. Yeah. One thing I love is this game. This game's like art style and atmosphere. It's so cool, and I love the way it controls as well. It's so, and the controls are so tight. It's really good. Very pick me up. That's basically a healing item. Alright, that's a save point. Lake Desolation, 162 AE. In some cases, you could also think of this as like Chrono Trigger in a way. Like, what if Chrono Trigger was a Metroidvania game? Because I haven't played much of it, but time travel does seem to be a thing, and they do keep track of the years. Oh, I think I can make that. Yeah, no problem. Another berry pick-me-up. Right, I can move while casting as well. So I'm just going to clarify this right now. I'm not aiming for 100%. And I'm not going to promise if I'm going to change my mind about that. Just because, like, 100% in games isn't really my thing to begin with. Unless, I just enjoy the game that much. I'm getting quite a bit of encoding overload. I'm gonna switch the chat over to the phone. Not really preferable, but it stops any lag. Or at least stops some. There we go. Alright. Now, I also kind of want to kill every enemy I see. Just because, like, this game actually has a level up system. This is also an RPG. I'm getting clocked. There's no content for that yet. Actually, there we go. I need to remember I've got special attacks like that. Perfect. Alright. Nice. Leveled up. Now, obviously, leveling up, you get stronger, you get more HP and MP, usual stuff. So, I'm going to try and make it a habit to kill every enemy I see, just so I can get as much experience points as I can. So that way I don't get completely wrecked. So wow, I'm moving a lot faster now. Right, it has been a few months. Like, the last time I played this game was in February. That's one of the pieces of the Timespinner. It's been dragged through the portal with me. If this is here, maybe the rest is too. And I can still have a chance to go back and stop this from happening. Spinning wheel of the Timespinner. Y stops and unstops time. Defeating enemies restores sand power. Yeah, we have... That's one of the main gimmicks of this game. We have the power to stop time. You could say that we are, in fact, Diobrando. Zaweldo. Which I'm pretty sure I made that joke when I streamed this back in February, but, you know. Fuck originality. Now, I want to show this off. Damn it. Ah, damn it. Ran out of time. Quite literally. Alright. It says that defeating enemies will restore sand. Yeah, it's still out, so... I need to wait to get it back, and I also need to kill enemies, too. Also, fortunately, I'm a MP auto restores, so you don't really need to worry about that too much, unless you just like really low, and you're in a bit of a pinch. I'm actually going to use one of those berry pick-me-ups now. There we go. Yeah, as of right now, we can only really stop time for about 2 seconds, really. Go. Alright. Gonna need to be careful. Nope. That is pretty tricky to do, I won't lie. Yeah, just to point out, this is a blind playthrough. Like, I've barely played any of this when I had the chance to. Well, when I was streaming it back in February. It's like, I know bits and pieces, but eventually this will get to a point where I'll just be completely blind. Right now, if I have one flaw, is trying to grind against enemies just to restore your time is a bit a little bit on the tedious side, but at the same time, like, it really does teach you to be very conscious with your time. Alright, it's back to full now, so I'm going to try again. This will be the last time though, because I should probably like get some sort of move on. Alright, I need to do this just right. Perfect. Max sand up, nice. So now we can freeze time for a little longer. I don't think I got that in my first playthrough, but then again, I don't think I saw it. Or at least I didn't think to. Or I kept screwing up. What's this? It feels familiar. Mother? This is one of her memories. Her mind must have been scanned when the Timespinner exploded, when the Emperor ripped her from it. Maybe there are more. I miss you. The encampment is a temporary one, as it always is, but we have been here a while. The shelter's built up. The image is hazy. It was a long time ago. I was speaking with my mother and the elders. Celine, she said, what is our duty? I am young, a child. I've been learning our history as all children do. The Kalins are the sacred guardians of the Timespinner, I recite. Why must we protect it? It is ancient and its powers are dangerous. I say uncertain this time. Mother nods. If in the wrong hands, all the universe could be changed. Now how do we protect it? This one I know. Every generation we train a time messenger. It's their job to use the Timespinner to go back and warn the clan if there is ever a threat. Only as a last resort though. When the elder says, I wince, realizing my answer was only partial, the elder follows with another question. What are the consequences? When the messenger uses the Timespinner, they are erased from history. They never existed until they rejoined the clan. This way that there is no paradox. Yes, Mother said. Good job. I breathe a sigh of relief as Mother beckons me to leave the center of the circle and return to her. She smiles and gives me a big hug, lifts me up into her arms. You did great, Celine, she said, holding me tight. As she walked away from the circle, I overhear another elder speak. We have been here long. Resources are becoming scarce. We should move on soon. Look up at Mother's face and ask, can I train to be a time messenger? Maybe, she says, but I hope we will never need you, child. take a drink real quick. Alright. But yeah, that there's a lot of hang on. There's a lot of like works around and rules as to how the time travel effect works in this game, which is pretty cool to say because there aren't really that many. Like it's very difficult for a story with time travel to work without any like mix-ups, and this is theirs. To prevent any mix-ups, the person who time travel gets erased from history. Max health up, nice. It's really interesting. Also, kind of like depressing in a way. Yeah. That's also how time travel, like how time freezing works. The enemies become platforms instead, so you can't harm them. But on the plus side, like they can't harm you. And you can use them as platforms to get to places you need to. Or just avoid them altogether. One thing I'm a little curious about, though, I'm going to head back real quick. It's what's below this bridge. Spikes. Okay, so no secrets. But I think those red gems I've been collecting restore my sand, so I can you know, keep freezing time. So I don't have to kill every enemy I see. Right, not much in the way of invincibility frames. Yeah, one thing I really like so far is that I like how it sets up its world building. Because here's the thing, when it comes to Metroidvania games, I care more about the gameplay than the story. And I don't really tend, and sometimes I feel like the story can hold some things back, or at least like, can sometimes like put a niche in it. Well, sometimes I do think that when they try to put in too much of a story into this type of gameplay, I think it causes a few more problems than perks. But Timespinner so far has been doing it well in a very informative but minimalistic way. So you get what you need to know, and you get what you need to know, and there isn't much interruption. So I want to test something. Oh boy. Alright, that's a boss chamber, I know that much. And I'm out of time, so... Gonna look back around to see if I can collect some more. Actually, hang on. Will save points restore it? Yep, perfect. I've noticed that I have been collecting something called entropy. I'm going to assume it's this game's currency. Anyway, boss time. Alright. Ah, damn it. Oh boy. Nice, nice, nice. Keep it up, keep it up. That was excellent. Blade orb. An orb of crystallized blade that slices foes. Equip new melee orbs in the orb menu. Now, here's where things get interesting. Yeah. This is how the orbs work per se. Like, you get new ones and they alter your playstyle. Now it's not as quick. But I've also got an overarching slice, so I can hit enemies above me. Wait. Latium ships? What if I haven't gone through time, but I must be on Latium? Or Lycium. And I'll be able to stop them from killing my family. But I will make them pay for it. Alright, so one thing you need to remember is that one hit is one orb, one hit is the other. It's like, try to remember that because that might be, because it might be very beneficial. Oh, whoops. Right, this is where I got up to. First time playing this. So, from here on out, this is going to be blind. There we go. Alright. So any enemies that are above me, use the blade orb. There we go. Much better. Alright, so this I actually remember. I did get a little further than this. We had seen strange things in the sky. The elders sent a scout under to the city to find out what they were. Ships, she says, from the stars. They are called Lycium and bring great gifts for trade in exchange for our world's resources. The city folks say they seem friendly, but they have soldiers too. Many soldiers. Why are they here, Mother asks. She is an elder now. I'm trained to be a time messenger, as I dreamed, though none have been needed in generations. I don't know, but I overheard some in the taverns. They're very interested in the ancients. Could they know about the Timespinner? How could they, I ask. Regardless, we should move on, Mother says. There is a commotion in the village. Voices shouting. A woman I've never seen runs into the circle of elders. She is sweating, panting. Forgive me, elder, she says. My name is Olada. I am a time messenger from this clan. We must leave now. Lycium is looking for the Timespinner. In my timeline, they have found us, forced us to tell them its location. My heart pumps. A time messenger. The elders nod. We will close the circle with you as we travel. We begin to prepare. Suddenly my training seems more than ritual. Suddenly, it's real. And... got ya. Alright, I dropped a few things in there. Are they still there? One of them is. I think I grabbed the other one. It is a safe bet that it is just currency. And probably not a big deal to get too much. But I also want to grab it. Yeah. I will say that this game is really interesting. Like, it's definitely... I don't see many games or stories that combine sci-fi and fantasy in such a way that works, and so far I am liking it. I haven't seen any problems with the game yet, but then again I've just started. Max health up, nice. As of right now, the game isn't too difficult, but then again, I just started, so... Then again, the first boss clocked a lot of hits on me, but I think that was more or less me playing badly. As opposed to, like, the boss being difficult. Welcome to the Van de Grey Public Library. How may I assist you today? Hi, can you direct me to the, Oh, that accent. You must be from the colonies. I just love rustic accents. Let me guess. Are you from Windaria? Oh, yes. I knew it. Welcome to Lakeon, the magnificent homeworld of the Empire. As a citizen of the Empire, you are entitled to your very own tablet. Just show me your government-issued ID badge and you can have it. Oh, I don't have one yet. Really? It must have slipped your sponsor's mind. Without that, you won't be able to even leave the library. You'll need to ask your sponsors for it. Shall I contact them? No, that won't be necessary. He's already on his way now. Oh, wonderful. In that case, I suppose I could give you your tablet now. That way you can read while you wait. Personal advice that no one should live without. Downloads files from computers. As a student of history, I believe everyone should have the opportunity to learn about the founding of our glorious empire. Oh, I plan to learn so much about the empire. Thank you. A villain in one story, a hero in another. That's usually how it goes. Yeah. I think it said that this is like 50 years in the future. Elena the Great. Cool. Gonna grab a drink real quick. So, like, if I wanted to, actually, let me show this off real quick. I can have 2 blade orbs rather than just, like, mix and match. That's kind of what makes this kind of cool, and I actually forgot about that. Alright, so I need a key card for that. Now, this is where I got up to, so I don't know anything else about this. So let's try it out. Okay, so this leads to here. It's a chest. And what is it? Security keycard. Keycard for civilians allows access to D-level clearance areas. And they just have one of those lying around. That seems very irresponsible. Okay, one man's irresponsibility is one man's advantage. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Merchant Crow's Shiny Stuff Emporium. Hello, can you speak? I can never tell with you humans. Yes, What are you? I'm the Merchant Crow. Didn't you see me in the campaign? I'm very popular online. What campaign? Oh, never mind. I'm a busy bird and can't spell everything out for you. You want to write something or not? Sure. Okay. Pair of fancy shoes that shouldn't be worn indoors. This will increase my defense by 1 point. Overpriced jacket that's a throwback to old fashion. That'll do it by 8, but it looks like I can equip both of these. A coin of forgotten currency said to increase the chance of finding treasure. Clearly someone thinks this is more valuable than it actually is. I get the feeling that that's plot important. I'm gonna buy both of these. And this one I can buy items. Contains synthetic plasma, restores 30 aura. Not bad. Small golden button used by alchemists to create enchanted rings. That sounds kind of important. Oh, I get it. So I can take these to like probably an alchemist and they'll add something to it. Let's buy the ring. Happy day, car. Good luck out there. Don't get sand in your eyes. What? It's a expression. Car. Whatever. There we go. Defense is at 9. So now I guess I can't equip the ring since it's you know, doesn't have any magical properties to it. So I want to check actually the orbs. What's their Okay, so oh, I get it. The orbs level up. So, do I level up? I do, and the weapons do separately. Alright, that's interesting. Ether. 75 aura. Ciphering. Surrounds melee orbs with spinning scythe that slides enemies. Ooh. Colossal Blade. Vivisects enemies with a giant blade. Equip new spell necklaces in the orb menu. Oh, I get it. This means that if any enemies get too close, I can deal extra damage. Alright. Let's keep the 2 blade orbs on for the time being. I want to like try and run with these for a bit. Yeah, I should really start taking advantage of my special attacks. So I don't really use them that. I haven't really used them that often yet. Lachium is a moon of the gas giant planet Coranda. It is the only life-bearing planet in the solar system of Parat Anka. The planet's atmosphere is made of breathable air that has an ozone layer and magnetic field that protects from Coranda's radiation. Lachium is the homeworld of the Lachium Empire. Since developing space travel technology in 928 AE, the Empire's benevolent reach has spread throughout the Ernea galaxy. Windaria is a small pastoral planet in the Ernea galaxy. The exoplanet was first discovered by Lachemi scientists in 869 AE via high-powered telescopes. In 10,032 AE, the Imperial spaceship Ambition made a successful voyage to Windaria but remained in orbit in order to study the planet and its civilization from afar. After several months of research, it was deemed prudent to make contact with the intelligent inhabitants of the planet. The Windarian natives proved to be peaceful, and eventually a successful trading agreement was established between Lachium and Windaria. The Empire now freely trades technology with the Windarians in exchange for their natural resources. Despite a few minor rebellions, the Empire's relationship with Windaria is considered to be very positive. Soul Scan. Displays the names of foes when they are hit. I don't have to equip that, do I? Okay, good. Nuvivus Erova has been the rule of the Empire for Lachium since 1045 AE. The Great Emperor's reign oversees not only the homeworld of Lachium, but the many habitable exoplanets that have been discovered and colonized throughout the Ernea galaxy. Nuvius was born in the Varndagray metropolis as the only child to Emperor Leonisus in 1013 AE. At a young age, he possessed a natural aptitude for magic and thus was privately educated and groomed to become a powerful warrior. As heir presumptive, Nuvius began to take on leadership roles in the military when he came of age. In 1045 AE, Nuvius followed the traditional rites of succession, challenged his father to mortal combat. Being the victor, he was ascended to the throne under Nuvius' rule. Under Nuvius' rule, the Empire has flourished more than it ever has before. At what cost, though? Alright. Oh, okay. I just noticed the background, all the flying cars and the skyscrapers. This definitely reminds me of the futuristic cities you would see in those 90s cartoons. And maybe like the mid-2000s as well. Like, it's very interesting to me. I'm not really the biggest fan of sci-fi, but I think it can work well. Okay, so right now I can only pass through the doors with a D on it. Alright, can't go through that elevator. That's going to come in handy. Because the overarching swing of it is just, like, really good. I haven't really used my time freeze ability yet. Then again, I get the feeling that the time freeze is mostly meant to like avoid major threats if necessary, and to solve puzzles. Wow, really? Security visor. Oh, that does more than the nice. Bit of a bummer that it doesn't actually show on the character, but not really that big of a deal. I like the power, but the speed's a bit of an issue. I also like that the map is always in the corner, so I'm always seeing where I'm going. That's really useful, actually. I don't need to pause and constantly check the map. Although, it's a little bit further back that I haven't checked. So I need a C card to open that chest. I've also noticed I can knock the grenades back. I don't know if they can get harmed by it. Ah, there we go. I guess I should have known that was a step ladder. In a second, taking a drink. Realistically, I should just be drinking water. Because that clears the throat. Wow, that guy's a dick. There we go. And it's like, I mean, close the throat, and the water bottle I have, I don't need to like open and close it every time. But I also really like fizzy, so I'm pretty sure of how much I've drank. My blood is 90% fizzy. I'm healthy. Jerky. Right, snacks. It doesn't say what it does. I can always try it later. What have I got? I've got D, haven't I? Yeah. This isn't like anything we've ever seen before, and we don't even have all the pieces. Genzo wants it working again by the end of the week. I've only had it for a couple weeks. That's madness. No kidding. You know what it'll do if we don't? Shoot, I'm gonna need some coffee. And they left the door open like idiots. Once again, one man's irresponsibility is one man's advantage. It's the frame from the Timespinner. Looks badly damaged though. Mostly trying to fix it and use it for themselves. Good thing I found the wheel before they did. Wow. I need to stay focused. They knew where and what it was when they attacked, but clearly not how it worked. Fools. But if they've had this a couple weeks, I must have lost some time when I got thrown through the portal. I need to keep moving. Keycard C. Use the Timespinner with just its wheel. I need to look for another piece. This isn't going to be one of those things where we gather the pieces and then like the enemies start using and the enemies start taking advantage of us. I was expecting that thing to just dangle down, not jump down. Actually, test. Ah. That'll come. So I can freeze time. Use that time to charge up my attacks. And voila. I've gone far this way. I can go down from here. Oh, that was a waste. Mind refresh. Stores 30 aura. I better use a berry pick now because I've been taking a bit of damage. Don't want to get caught by surprise. Yep, there we go. I can get up from here. Elevator keycard. Personal ID badge that allows access to all elevators in the Vandergrey metropolis. Sweet. So now his elevator should be a non-issue. If we go through here, yep, lo and behold, an elevator. Let's go up. Sweet. Jerky. Okay. There we go. I'm really liking the swing that this has. Alright. Perfect. I'm just looking at the backgrounds for the windows, and I'm like, this is like really cool. A spindle from the Timespinner. Must have brought back too, or it was sucked through like me in the wheel. Notice that the spindle gathered the threads of time. With the wheel and the frame, I could use the Timespinner again. I could go back and warn everyone. If I could get back to Windaria. No, I'll do one better. I'll go back and kill the Emperor before he can even come to Windaria in the first place. Allows limited time travel. I get the feeling that that's actually not as good of an idea as she thinks it is. Ah, thank you, spiked blades. That took quite a bit. Use a healing item just to be safe. Perfect. I'm loving this time stop ability. Like this has to be one of my favorite things about this so far. The fact that I can just stop time to avoid damage and solve puzzles. I am taking a lot of hits. I'm going to use my last. Jeez, this one's taking a while. Gotcha. I think I kind of wasted that heal, but oh well. What are you? Alright, come if you want. Just don't get my way. So I just unlocked a familiar. Mayef, level 1, damage 1, experience 0, next level. A playful baby dragon that won't stop following you. Sounds like a kitten. Aww. I like kittens. They're cute. Oh, see ya. Oh, that's a waste. Alright, there's nothing here, nothing here. Okay, I've got a C card, I don't have a B card. That's an A card. That's nothing. Cool. Another memory. He arrived at night, running, panting. The village woke quickly when we heard another messenger had come. Take your time, Mother says, as the clan gathered around. She is old now, the clan mother, leader of the circle of elders which grows smaller every year. My name is Farron, he says. They found us. We were performing rites at the Timespinner. They must have been spying on us. We had no warning. Suddenly he starts crying. Mother puts a calming hand on his shoulder. They attacked us, killed those who resisted. I was the only time messenger who could get away. I wasn't supposed to go. Not with a family, but I was the only one. He sobs. Please, is Gianna here? The villagers are all around us, listening. Gianna steps out of the circle and sees and runs to wrap her in his arms. Oh, Gianna, you're safe. She is stiff. Her two husbands and a daughter stand behind her, but she hugs him. You are married? We had a son. I'm so sorry. Mother stands slowly. We must prepare to leave, but we will complete the circle soon after. Farron, I advise that you take some time to gather your thoughts, as should you. Gianna, you will be welcomed back into the clan. Farron and will always have been a family in us all. However, it will be up to Gianna if she will have you. Your sacrifice was especially great, and this process will take time. But that is precisely what you have brought us, Farron. He nods shakily. Thank you. Mother turns to Callan, our lead scout. We must have scouts in the woods at all times. The Lycami cannot be allowed to find us again. Tomorrow we move on. I put my hand to my belly, already growing larger. I can't imagine leaving a child behind in another path of history. I hope I'll never have to act as a time messenger now. I wonder if I'll have a choice. They really show the consequences of this. Yeah, it's actually like legit messed up. It's like you erase yourself from existence. If you had a kid, you lose that kid. Like, that's admittedly kind of messed up, but it makes sense. And it's just really interesting to me. Actually, I just realized something. I was supposed to go back to the Timespinner. Ouch. Yeah. So now we've got about half an hour left before I need to move on to the next game. I've got 1,000 entropy. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Okay, so it's not the top. Okay, I see where I'm supposed to go. Oh, it spews fire. And swings its tail. Alright, so I've got my 2 orbs, a giant blade, and a teeny dragon that fights alongside me. I'm taking a lot of hits, but I'm same time it's not too bad for now. You know, let's check these out real quick. I haven't been through here yet. Another memory. Max stand up, nice. We moved regularly. The Lycamians still search for relics of the ancients. They have colonized the cities, take our planet's resources into the sky on their ships, but they are mostly peaceful. Still, we cannot allow them to find the Timespinner, and so we cannot let them find us. It's been 8 years since they arrived on Windaria. It's been hard on us. A few elders have passed away. The stress of moving so often, too much for their old bones. There have been more messengers, free now. Where once generations were passed without the arrival of a messenger. Now we fear more every day. Each time we complete the circle, we hear their stories, and they hear ours. We welcome them back into the clan. They find new families, but the futures they reveal are always grim, and grief in their eyes permanent. We train more messengers now too. We don't know how many we need, and we can never allow a time messenger to go more than once. It is dangerous, mentally, spiritually. The journey is a sacrifice of your history, your past existence. We will need fresh blood in the clan soon. Some of the women have planned journeys to the city, hoping to become mothers. We need supplies too. I volunteered to trade. I'm curious about the Lycamia, about why they want the Timespinner, or if they even know about it specifically. The trip isn't long. There are other time messengers, who will remain while I'm away, younger ones than I, with fewer ties to the clan. A small part of me still longs for a chance at adventure, and a greater part would spare these children their heavy burden. But mostly I dread my duty, and I hope I won't be needed. Don't really need to attack those. My orbs do it for me. Okay, so it's a save point here. Okay, so the dragon definitely doesn't do much. It's good for the little pot shots of damage, but that's about it. I imagine that, well, mind you, he's got 6 experience. Let me try something. 7. So he doesn't have to kill them. So that's good at least. I don't need to wait around for that. They wanted me to go further back than any of the messengers had before. Stop the Lycami from ever finding us. This is what I've been training for. I'll kill them all. Wait. There are supposed to be calibration gears. Maybe if I... Well, here goes nothing. Oh, the Timespinner's destroyed again. Ow! Tuning gears. Back in Timespinner. Stop Lycium. The Emperor. Mother. Where am I? Lycium. You fell a great distance. I'm glad you recovered. Lycium. You've been unconscious for a day. You had a strange accent, friend. In your sleep you mentioned a Timespinner? I use it to... What year is it? Year of the Sisters 52. That's 1,000 years ago. Are you from the future? You're so different, but is that possible? 1,000 years too far. You're in the camp of the Valtian army. We are at war with Lycium. At war? Against Lycium? So I guess we'll destroy them. Stop them long before they come to Windaria. I don't know what you mean, but you may find things to be more complicated than that. Nonetheless, even if you are from the future, you'd best keep your origin to yourself. It wouldn't do to make others suspicious. You seem to trust me. Yes, I believe I do. However, you look like Kimi. What? I'm not like Kimi. It may just have been something to do with the plasma then. If you've never been exposed to it, your aura... I'll have to say this more. Nevertheless, it would do you well to be careful. Thank you. My name is Niliste. Linnaeus. Welcome to Lakeheim, Linnaeus. You notice you have magic orbs. As an alchemist, I can harness their power to make enchanted jewellery. I can make nexuses to cast spells and rings to protect you. Nice, that sounds really helpful. Yep, unfortunately I can't make something from nothing. In order to create a new piece, I'll need an essence crystal and a golden ring or necklace. Then I can infuse the jewellery with the power of your orbs. I assume you require some payment as well. Oh no, don't worry about that. I'm here to help people. Money won't do me any good. Anyway, I'm well taken care of here. Understood, let's see what you got. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I got this bleak ring. Okay. Passive ring. So what did I do to my blue orbs? So they're about the same. So bleak ring. Sequential attacks boost melee damage, but also increases damage taken. Ooh, that's a little dangerous, actually. But I might do well with my blue orbs. I'm gonna keep it off for the time being. Also, cool. 1,000 years ago, we've been using the same doors. So what's this about? A part of me is actually like kind of wonder. Also, like, okay, I'm gonna assume that there's like been thousands of years before this, and there's like a BC thing since this is AE. Because if this is only like 50 years since the world was born, shouldn't really have these. So it's a safe bet there's a BC, or at least an equivalence of it. Halt! Who are you? What are you doing here? Are you with Lakeheim? No, I'm here to fight them, just like you. Haristel, it's okay. Linnaeus seems to be telling the truth. I found her outside the camp. She's been attacked by the Lakeheimi. Doesn't remember much. She could be a spy. I'm not a spy. You look like Amy. Will everyone stop saying that? I'm nothing like them. When I find that murdering leader of theirs, I'll have to excuse my suspicion. Ever since my unit was stranded here when Lakeheim took control of the portal to Villette, we've been beset on all sides by foes. A portal to Villette? Must have hit your head hard. It's how we get between worlds, or how we used to. Between the soldiers, the vicious wildlife, and the bleakness, we've lost a lot of good people. The only ones I have left from my unit are out in the forest somewhere. They'll be back, Aristel. I hope so, Nell. I can't afford to leave the camp unattended. Nice. Huh. We could use some help around here. Okay, you can stay. Also, she is a big fucking woman. I reckon she could crack me in half. With just one hand. We're 1,000 years in the past, stuck on Lakeheim. There's no time spinner here. It only exists 1,000 years in the future. Even with the wheel and spindle, I can't do anything without the right frame. Enough to do but explore. Yeah, admittedly, that was kind of our mess up. I got a drumstick. Raw meat taken from the leg of a baby shover. Oh, that was a baby? Oh. Alright, I'm going to give this bleak ring a try, but I'm going to equip the blue orb since they attack faster. So now 5. How does this work? Sequential attacks boost melee damage, but also increases damage taken. I guess I need to keep doing it. Let's go back to the blade orbs. Antidote. I'm assuming that's a cure for poison. Oh. Go. Also, this place looks really cool. I'm glad it's not just like one I'm glad it wasn't like just the one castle or building. Like, this seems to be very well diverse. Oh boy, get down, get down, get down. I'm gonna re-equip the scythe ring. Alright, so I can't get across that yet. Actually, if I had the moths, I could probably use them as a platform. Let's try that, actually. Okay. Alright. So, the idea is that I need to get that moth in just the right position, which is going to be a bit difficult now. Damn it. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to get that done easily. I'm assuming that I'm eventually going to get some more bodily upgrades, like double jump or something. Alright, let's try this way now. Lake Serene Castle Keep. Wow, nasty little thing. I got a herb. It's only for plant used in making medicine. I guess I can like take that to someone to turn that into a potion. Okay. Hold on. I just noticed there's part of the map unlocked already. That's interesting. Ooh, you're ugly. And deadly too. I don't know why I keep thinking I have to I don't know why I keep thinking I have to attack the chest to open them. I'm not playing Crystal Chronicles. Which I will say, I have been playing the remastered version, and here's what I'll say. It's the definitive version if you're playing it in single player. Don't even bother if you're trying to play it for multiplayer, because the multiplayer is trash. Oh, scroll. Learn from some kind. It's about Vilate and Lakium. Let's get into more insights what's going on here. Jalkel, head of Pharmaceutical Studies, University of Plofa Province, Vilate. We have concluded our pharmacological analysis of the portal and the world beyond. We have confirmed that it is Lakium, our sister world in the sky, untouched by civilization. It abounds of life at times to a dangerous degree. See Appendix B megafauna. It is rich with natural resources. Unfortunately, Lakium also completely lacks the presence of plasma in its atmosphere. As soon as our team moves beyond the portal, the effects were felt. The longer we stayed, the more pronounced the symptoms. We have called this disease the bleakness. It weakens our aura, creates fatigue and irritably pain and weakness. I fear prolonged exposure could result in death or some constitutions. Therefore, despite the rich potential of the world, it is with regret that I must recommend for city people that the portal to Lakium must not be used. We will continue to study the ethereal flow from the portal from this side. One thing I've been curious about is that they've been saying that Lunae is Lakium, when it makes me wonder if the people of Lucaeum and Windaria are one and the same. My familiar leveled up, so now it does 2 damage. Alright, looks like we're going somewhere. Caves of Banishment. Oh, you take quite a bit of punishment. And you've got some pretty good defense if that only takes 35. If that takes 35, deals 35 and not 45. I'm like getting damaged like crazy. So I can't use these as they are. Oh, that's it. Oh, I didn't even see that slime. I reckon that's dangerous. Maybe not, but still don't want to get too close to it. Yep, and that's why I didn't want to get too close. Actually, what am I doing? There we go. Definitely gonna need to get stronger if I'm to deal with them. Now I think, yeah, it looks like I can go down. What the hell is that? Copper Wyvern. Alright. So tiny dragons then. Antidote, always appreciated, especially since I ran out. What the hell? Well, definitely a threat. It's a siren. Silver ore. Goldsmiths. Alright. Who are you? What? Something's familiar about you. I'm not with the Lycini, despite what I look like. I'm Linnaeus. Are you with the Vile Tayans? Yeah. Haristel is worried about you. Of course she is. I'm Rameda, our medic. You okay? Yeah, no. I found this man wandering in the caves. He's got the bleakness and bad. I need help getting him back to the camp. The bleakness? You must be new. Help me get him back and I'll explain. Found this man wandering in the caves. He's a second lieutenant by his uniform. Must have been from another unit. He looks bad. Bleakness got him worse than most. I may be able to help him. Let's get him comfortable. What's the bleakness? The curse of this world. Any of us who are away from Villette for too long get it. To most, it's a minor sickness with aching pains and a sense of longing. For others, it's much more deadly. Do the Lycini have it? Sure, they all came from Villette after all, and that's probably why they got so violent. Linnaeus, right? And the list says you're quite the fighter. How are you feeling? Some scratches, some bruises, nothing I can't handle. I'd offer you some healing salves, so I'm dangerously low on supplies. I've stuck it for weeks since the Lycini took control of the portal back to Villette. With the casualties we've suffered, and this young soldier to take care of, I've run out of a lot of necessities. I've gone into the forest to collect more herbs, but well, you see how dangerous the fauna is on Lakium. It's nothing I can't handle. Sure, you have those orbs. You must be of high birth. High birth? Only those of high birth have that kind of power back on Villette. I can't ask you to endanger yourself, but if you could bring me some herbs, it would go a long way towards helping us. And I can make you some salves too, of course. Sure, what do you need? I've seen the herbs I need chewed up around the woods. I think the forest rodents must hoard them. Hunt them down and bring me 4 herbs. How many herbs have I got? I've got 1. I'll fade here. What? Let's start with the pain. I'm an alchemist. I've learned the art of imbuing items like this with magical energy. That does help. Thanks. That's quite the talent. Not like you. Can you tell me more about your time powers? I don't know. My clan had always guarded the Timespinner, trained people in how to use it, but it was destroyed, so there's only so much I can do now. So you really are from the future. Can you get back? I don't know. With this wheel, though, I can at least stop time for a moment. It's amazing. If I can understand that kind of magic, I could help a lot of people. Maybe help you. But in the meantime, with your powers, maybe you could help me. I misplaced my alchemy tools a ways outside the camp. Can't find them. I know where they are, but the bridge is out. Don't look at me. I was gathering supplies around the lake when something big rushed me from the darkness. To go back to the forest, I still decided it would best destroy the bridge to keep the local fauna out. She's a bit overzealous with her decisions. You don't see any more murder beasts around here, do you? Anyway, with your time powers, maybe you can get across the bridge to find my pack. I'll see what I can do. It should help clear the way to the west side of the lake. Thanks. Fire orb. Ooh. Okay. Bit slow, but I can get used to this. Alright. We've reached the end mark of this, so I'm going to take a break and get on to the next game. So far, this has been like a hell of a lot of fun. I'm getting a bit worried about the side quests that seems to be popping up, but these also look mandatory, so maybe it won't be so bad. Because that's kind of one of my issues, is when Metroidvania games have side quests in them. So I feel like they just interrupt the game. But anyway, that's never here and there. I'm definitely going to play more of this next week when I get the chance. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to take a break and get the next game set up. See you in a bit.